Alright, now we're going to go and take the micro drive, the camera things there. If we look at that, there's what we're taking out now. Alright, so let's have an attempt to take that out. Okay, we can disconnect that at the back. Okay, so if we can disconnect the parts at the back of it, alright, we can take those out. Alright, now let's go back onto this DVD drive and take that out. Right, what we're doing is to try and remove the DVD drive and the zip drive from there. So we've undone the wires at the back of the zip drive. We'll pull that down. There's the zip drive there. But of course zip drives have been superseded by other drives now, by the CD and the DVD drive. So we've removed the CD DVD drive now. Okay. And the next thing we want to try is to remove the transformer. What we're now going to do is to take up the power socket. And if we pull the machine back, we've already undone one or two screws, so we've got one screw that we've left there. We'll take that screw out. That's it. And now remove the power socket, the power section. Okay. Now, before we can take out the power section, we need to disconnect the wires inside the machine. So we've disconnected those, and we can pull out the whole of the power section. And it does look as if there's a couple of wires still there. So there's a wire there. If we take that out, that's it, we're there. Alright, so we've got most of it out. We've got one more piece down here, but that's just a piece that's caught up. Okay, so now we've taken out the power section. Okay, now what we're going to do is to put the machine on its side, take the data cables out. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now we've undone various screws on the fan, and we're going to go in there, undo the last screw, and you can see it comes off very easily. Now we can take that out. Right, now this is the fan above the CPU, so we're pulling the machine flat. Let's see what we're doing there. There's what we've just looked at. We'll go in a bit closer, and we have a couple of clips on there. We need to take those off. We'll have a go at that. Now at the top of the CPU there's a clip that's holding it on there, holding the cooling system there, and we're just taking that off. Now if you look there, we can see a clip on the top of the CPU. If we take that off, alright, now let's go in closer and we can take that cooling system off, that cooling unit off, and there, all of this is just to cool down this extremely hot where have we got it there? There. All of that is just to help cool the cooling system for the CPU. Now down there we've got the CPU. Can we take that CPU out? Is there a clip on it holding it in place, or is it just glued down? Or pushed? Yes, it should come up, shouldn't it? So it doesn't want to come out. No. Alright, well don't worry about that. Let's have a look. There's the CPU there. And now what we're going to look at is the VGA card. So if we look here, there's the VGA card. There. It's held in place by a screw up here, so if we undo that, let's see if we can see a bit better there. And there it is. If we hold it there, that's perfect. And we go in closer at it. There's the video and graphics card. Without this, you're not going to have any video or graphics on your computer. Okay, so let's put that one down. What else have we got left in there? Well, if we go in close again, down here we've got some RAM. Alright, so random access memory is there, and we'll take that out. And it should come out easily. None of these things should need to be forced in. And there's where all the memory of the computer is stored temporarily while the computer's on. Once it's off, it's gone. Right. Okay, so there's RAM. Want to make your machine faster? That's all you need to add more of. Now if we go in closer in there, or come back. Now let's come back a little. And we're seeing if we can see, here it is. Now if we go there, if you hold that there and we look down there, I'm looking to go in close to the CMOS battery. And there it is, just there. And this is what's holding the date and time on your computer. So when you switch off and are totally disconnected, that is still holding the date and the time. Now, where's the motherboard? Now if we put this down here, we've got this as being the motherboard, the body of the computer. And we've got, ouch, let's move back again. Let's have a look. Let's come out a bit. So, this section here is the motherboard, the body of the computer, and the central processing system. CPU, central processing unit. is the brain of the computer. Okay, so that's as much as we need. Right, we're reaching in and picking out the CPU. There it is. The central processing unit, the brain of the computer. Moore's law suggests that this doubles in size or doubles in power every 18 months. Okay. Okay, so we're taking off the top part here. Then we're taking off, that was the case, then we're taking off the front part. So we've done that. After that, we took out the DVD drive and the zip drive at the front there. So those came out very easily. One, and the DVD drive. The next thing we did was to take out the power unit. We took it out from the top there. And then all the wires as well came out. Alright. After that, the next thing was we had an old floppy drive on there, and also camera drives, so we took that out. Then we went for the fan that was cooling the CPU. First of all, we took that off, leaving the CPU, which was attached to the bottom there. So we've got the CPU, the brain of the computer, and then after that we removed the RAM,